Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Welcome, 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 welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for everybody coming in, and we just having us a wonderful time, just trying to get things going and keep some positive vibes in this thing. So definitely would think I want to welcome my sisters Frankie and Johnny. I want to welcome Sexy May. I want to welcome you ladies. I always It's a pleasure seeing y'all in the chat. Y'all coming to share. I love it. I love it. I love it. Genuine people. Genuine people. I definitely tell you. Yeah, definitely, man. We just want to come in here and just really just come with some just to speak on some things. We want to speak on morals, and we want to speak on compassion. And I think that's something that a lot of people have gotten away. We just see what's going on in today's world, today's society, amongst each other, families, friends, that compassion has gone out the window, I assume. We still have a few of us that have compassion because we are, for one, I'm going to have to say God fearing. So we definitely want to just keep this thing and share things so we can then, really just get around and show some love to people and show compassion, show them how our values are and our morals that we definitely we all need. You know what I mean? Because sharing compassion is, it carries you a long way, because you never know what a person is going through in life. So definitely want to share that compassion with people to show, even you don't have to be, if even if they're being nasty and being ugly about situations, you definitely don't have to be the same way. So I mean, I'm glad that people are here to share this, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to spread the word so that we can definitely show the love that we have for one another. And I definitely want to shout out to, again, Sexy May, and I want to shout out to Frankie and Johnny, because these ladies have stepped in, became my sisters. Only thing I think at this point separating us is blood. I say that about my sisters. I don't, I lost my sister unfortunately last year, and you ladies have I can say that you came in and became sisters for me. So I just want you to know that it's nothing but love. I love you guys for what y'all have, and your genuineness of being around and being the same ever since I've known you. So I just want to thank you once again, what I mean, for doing this, what I mean. But yeah, we just have to talk about, you know, compassion. I've seen people just do things that's definitely not some things that being not compassionate about anything. Um, I know just a lot of things that I see in today's society that I begin to see that it's not it's like it takes you away from your morals. And one thing I believe with that is being respectful to one another. We have to be respectful to one another. We can't just be disrespectful to others because of our personal situations. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can't be mad, but you definitely have to be, compassionate and be thoughtful of other people's feelings also. You just can't walk around and badger people because you choose to, because of the pain that you might have had or something that you might be going through. So hold on, I got a couple people coming in, so I'm going to drop the link real quick. Hold on just a second. Yeah, but those are the things I think that we have to we have to just actually just know that compassion is a big part of life. It been a big part of life even back then, that when we were taught about being compassionate, because I was always taught about love. Welcome, 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 my brother.
What's going on, big bro?
Hey man, it's you, brother. It's you, man. Yeah, man. Glad to have you, brother. We got this circle of gratitude, boy. That thing look good, boy. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, this is where we at. We the circle of gratitude, you know what I mean? And we grateful and glad, you trying to share and show positivity over here, man, and that's where we at. Oh man, I don't know what happened to old little bro, but let me see. Hold on. We gonna get together, y'all. We gonna get together. Look, bear with us, bear with us. I want to just thank everyone that's came. If everybody coming in, let's please like, share, subscribe, so we can grow this, so we can get out more positive messages and share positive vibes around here. We want to just definitely do that. Hold on, I'm trying to get my little bro back up here real quick. There you go. I don't know what happened, little bro.
Me neither, man.
This thing been tripping a little bit, man. But yeah,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, we just here sharing. I was just sharing with everybody, man, that we just trying to keep this positive vibes, man. And one thing I brought up is compassion, man.
patch.
And definitely, morals of what we were taught from back, when we grew up. You know what I mean? And I think today's youth and even grown people with grown children, man, tend to got away from their morals. It's something that was instilled in us, and they got so far away from it, man, where you could see somebody hurting, or you would rather step on them or spit on them instead of trying to give them a encourage, just even encouraging word. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. We just, like I said, we just have to we had to do better as people, man. We had to do better as a race. We had to do better as in giving our women respect. The women, some of the women, they not respecting us in certain aspects, but we find out that they putting us, sometimes we put ourselves in those positions, man, and we get away from respecting one another and the moral aspect of everything. What would you like?
Definitely,
What would you think about that, brother?
definitely gotta, have your stuff lined up and together, man. You gotta stick by what you pushing out, man. My
Yeah, man.
mom always taught me to keep a job. Don't lay up and let no woman take care of you.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, man.
That
Absolutely.
always stuck with me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Definitely, man. Like I said, yeah. I mean, I couldn't see myself being just sticking up and staying, laying up on a woman while she's going to work, and I'm just staying at home, man. Like they said, morally, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I was taught. We were taught in old school values. Like you work, you get a job, you retire. You know what I'm saying? But that's still a part of life. Now, as far as what you do within your life, such as you might start a business, or you might, do something and become an entrepreneur, which that's still part, but it's still you have to put work into it. You know what I mean? So those are the things that you know we have to be stuck with as morally. You know what I mean? It's instilled, it's gonna always be instilled in me, you know. So I mean, I think that's where we have to understand that we as people have to do better in showing compassion toward others, man. You know,
Instead of showing compassion towards the stuff that don't matter.
You're right. Right? Absolutely.
Real.
Yeah. I think that's a part of us, man, that somewhat, man, like I said, we have gotten away from, man. And it's some people, I don't know how a person can really just sit back and do something, you know, devious to a person or do something, you know, real messed up, man, and can be,
man, because it be in them, man. It be in them.
Yeah, man.
It be in them, man. Shit, you can't change them.
No, you can't change the wrong person, but you got to start with self, man. But still, man, I just don't know, man. It's something that, you know, some things you see people do, man. Sometimes, man, you wonder, how do you sleep good at night? How can you sleep so well when you know that you've done something against a person that's truly just unacceptable, man? It's just like, how could you do that? You know?
Yeah.
But we have to. But you have.
Man, how would you deal with that, man? If somebody was to, you know, just to do you like that, man? Just, you know, disrespect.
Well, here goes the thing. You know, I'm still a work in progress, but at the same token, I catch myself doing better because I know some people intentionally do things in order to trigger you to turn into something that you're not, or you know it's in you, but they really try to bring out the bad in you versus the good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have to do better, as in far as, you know, because sometimes you don't keep putting yourself in the same position. You know, if you know that person is not a person that you know you should be around, or be around, you know, be in their presence.
Yeah.
Don't continue to put yourself in that position. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what happens with some of us, man. Then now you're pushed to that level where now when you're trying to go you go in a certain way, in a certain direction, it tends to, you know, to bring you, you know, gravitate you to that negativity and all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? But then you have to look at, sometimes, perfect example, Chris was talking the other day, man, and he said he was in a I think he said Home Depot, I believe.
Yeah.
And stated that he said he saw a young gentleman, man, young brother. He said that he just ignored him. He said much as he was sitting there trying to get help, and the guy ignored him. And he was like, you know, it kind of rubbed him the wrong way, truly. But he said that, I told him, I said, well, you know, sometimes, Chris, man, I think everybody don't know how to separate the two. You see what I'm saying? Far as if you got issues at home, then you bring it to work, or you bring it to, you know what I mean? But you knowing that that's your bread and butter, but you still tend to bring whatever's going on at home, and you bring it to your place of employment. Well, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to when I say that, you know, I said, not everybody know how to separate the two. You know, like I told Chris, I said, Chris, if you have to go to your, you know, you have your own business. If you have to go to your business and put on, not even saying a persona, because it had to be a part of you, period. You can only fake it or so long, but at some point, you know, you have to just, it becomes natural. You see what I'm saying? And a lot
so
of
you
people
basically saying just block it, like mentally kind of block it,
or try to remove yourself from the situation if possible. You know what I'm saying? It's not you're not always going to be able to do that, but sometimes you have to try to remove yourself from a bad situation. You know what I'm
You know what
saying?
they always say, as long as that person ain't touching you, man, you can't control what somebody say or what they doing. You know what I'm saying? As long as they ain't really within your personal space. That's how I've always felt. But far as, whatever's being said, you know what I'm saying, about me or something to try to hurt me is really all in, it's mentally you got to, ground yourself.
Yeah, but that's the thing, man, and goes back to what we was talking about. Not to get off subject a little bit, but it also grows with growth. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a person. If you're trying to walk a spiritual walk, and I was always told this, man, spiritually, when you start walking a certain walk, if you don't get attacked, you gotta worry. But if you're getting attacked, you're doing what you're supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? Because that means the enemy is trying to pull you away from your walk. You know what I mean? Why go through all that? You know what I'm saying? So but we tend to hold on, let me see. Yeah, we tend to learn, but it's a growing process. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know that I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm still not perfect.
Right.
But I just found myself it's becoming more easier for me to I can give you a perfect example. Like if I'm at work, I had a lady, and I was putting out something and I was trying to watch it to see if it was about to be emptied out. Well, she looked at me straight in my face and told me, "What am I looking at?" And I said, "Excuse me?" She said, "What are you looking at?" I said, "Well, ma'am, I was trying to figure out if you were, if everything was, you was finding everything correctly." Well, she said, "Well, you don't need to look at me." Now, what if I did, even though that was my job, but what if I did engaged into the negativity that she had put forth to me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
just kind of like say, well, I'm sorry, ma'am, you feel that way. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah, I
that was
remember
my
that.
intentions. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes my mother, she desperately always tell me, kill him with kindness, kill him with kindness, kill him with kindness. Because it takes two to argue. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And some people be wanting that negativity thrown back their way. Some people be
Absolutely.
wanting to bring you where they feeling that right now.
Right.
They got so much going on, they angry. So yeah, they doing whatever they can.
Yeah, man. I
But
mean,
like I said, as long as they ain't reaching out and touching, or throwing or spitting, we great.
yeah, I mean, but like I said, but we all are human beings too, though. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So people tend to try you, but as they say, they really not. That ain't what they're about. You know what I'm saying? They're really not about that, man. It's like they just try to, some people try to force feed you, man, and try to make you, you know, to do something to them so they can call someone or call the police or call someone of authority to get you in trouble. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And sometimes we know that, you know what I mean? But if we don't start recognizing things like that in our lives, man, then you're gonna be in a fight every day. You know what I mean? On a consistent basis.
That would be what you had to have self-control.
Yeah, you definitely have to have self-control, man. But you know what? I would say, man, we tend to not to get we kind, like I said, we get kind of caught up. Sometimes you get caught up in the moment, man. You know what I mean? And it's understandable because again, you're a human being. Because ain't nobody never say this. Nothing of this gonna be easy. You know what I'm saying? But
Definitely
then
wasn't
it
meant to
go,
be easy because you wouldn't learn nothing.
no, you wouldn't learn nothing. You know what I'm saying? They always say when we start talking about our kids, sometimes we gotta let our kids bump our heads, just as well as my mom told me, because we knew everything. Oh yeah, I know this. Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know that. But then when you come across it, you really didn't know. But like I said, but that goes back to like you see somebody hurting. I'm at a point when it comes to compassion. I've feel others' pain. You know what I'm saying? And not saying I gotta try, I can't endure it because I'm not immortal. But it's just a point of when you see a person truly hurting, you know what I mean? I have that much compassion in my heart to try to. I might not can fix the problem, but I probably can try to ease the problem. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe give a suggestion to the problem. You know what I'm saying? Because that people rather just feed into it, like you said, go over here and talk about you, but they don't want to help you. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take nothing always financially, man. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's just like certain things that I see that morally, man, is bad, bro. You know, like I don't understand where, and it's not just young people, it's people of our age, man, that tend to got away from the old school values and old school morals of what we have learned. You know what I mean? But then some people are teaching their younger generation these same type of things because they're mad. You can't curve yourself and turn yourself into, you know, try to turn them because you're mad or you're going through something in your life, because we're supposed to strengthen others, not try to tear them down. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. That goes back to the nobody has compassion, man. We can see what's going on in the world today, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're looking at overseas, man. They're trying to start a war just because. All those people across seas in Ukraine, man, have lost their lives, man, because of why?
Man, they still at war over there too, huh?
Yeah, no compassion, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's not just here in the United States. It's all over the world, man, that people have lost compassion for anything. They don't value nothing, man.
Yeah.
They don't value life anymore. You know what I mean? We have to value the life that God has given us. You know what I'm saying? But you not only value what he's given us, but also value others, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. And people have really gotten so consumed into all the negativity that we got around this world. They bring it in their own lives and then they put that back out. They're not putting out good vibes, they're putting out bad vibes. I want to shout out to Casey. I want to shout out to her, man. Go check her channel out, man. Check her out, man. The woman is gold, man. She good. She fighting for us, bro. She fighting for us, man. And she give a lot of insight on history, man, our Black history, man. So definitely
we get to follow that channel.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she gives
be all logged in on that channel.
Yeah, man. That she is. Came me down. Follow her, man. Get on there and follow her, man. She be. I was checking out when I was up there seeing mom at the rehab. Yeah, man. Right. But yeah, like I said though, man, we you know, compassion, man. It's like, you know, we spoke about different. I mean, you know what? Even compassion in some parts of friendships, man. You know what I mean? Because you know, it's just like a person to say, "Oh, well, it ain't happened to me," but man, what are you really looking at? It's not happening to you, but someone that you supposed to call yourself caring for is hurting.
Man,
you see what I'm saying? That's mind-boggling to me, bro. You know what I mean? It's like we have to, you know, like I said, we talked about it last week, man. You know, reach out to people, man. Just have that compassion to think about, you know, you thinking everything good. They might smile on the outside, but they probably are hurting on the inside. Especially when a person feel like they ain't got nobody, bro. Nobody to talk to, nobody to talk to, nobody. You know? And sometimes it's just a kind word. You know, and that's a form of that's where compassion comes in, man. Having compassion for others, man. You know, and we, you know, people have, I don't know, man. I wouldn't say it's as far as negativity, you know, we're not about that, but this is something that's try to bring the positive back into it, man. Let's start reaching out to people that you might not have spoke to for a long time, you know? Just, hey, man, you know what, man? You crossed my mind. I'm checking on you. Hey, sister, I'm checking on you. Just make sure you're all right. It don't take nothing but bro, they made it easier for us to contact. It ain't like you had to wait. You had to dial 1. You could dial anywhere in the world, man, on a cell phone.
No matter how bad the relationship was before y'all left out, you say still reach out, huh?
You know what? Reaching out, man. I'm speaking about people that you are close to. And sometimes, but you know what? They said, man, you have to pray for others, man.
Man, yeah, you're right.
It's regardless of how it ended, but long as it's not on your heart, don't hold that burden on your heart. Don't let that burden keep you from striving and stop from losing your spirituality because you're mad at a person for what they done to you. Yeah, it might hurt. It might be, you might be mad at the moment. But you know what I'm saying? But do you want to keep all that in you to keep for your journey? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's so unhealthy, man. It's so
very
unhealthy.
man. You carry all that burden on you, man, and we have to, release that, man. So if it takes you, you know what, regardless of how we turned around and how we ended, now it's gonna take Jesus himself to come for me and my ex-wife, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it, bro. But but it's just the point of, man, and I think that comes to the form because now it's off of you. You're being obedient to what God wants you to do. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? And I think that's where we get away from our obedience. We regardless of, he'll tell us something, he'll speak something in our ear, he'll send a messenger to talk to you, and you still ignore it. We can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not being obedient. Now, true enough, like I said, we're human, you know what I'm saying? But then we also, as they say, he's our father, we will get, we get chastised. You see what I'm saying? Just like as everybody that have kids, we chastise our children. Well, he chastised, we are his children, he chastises us. You know what I'm saying? So and we know compassion and the morals that it was instilled in us is of him. So we have to, start work that, because like I said, man, if we're looking at this world today, bro, it's a lot of chaos, man. A lot of chaos. And we don't know when, where, what time that he's coming back. So wouldn't you want to be ready, man? You know what I'm saying? It's not about a fearful, because I tell people, say, well, Jesus coming back soon. Is that a bad thing?
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? Long as we see the people that's worried about that, in my eye, is the people that's worried about it because they're not doing the right thing. Or I don't know, I don't feel like doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that we're talking about. Morals and compassion is a start in our lives, man.
Yeah.
If my marriage wouldn't be where it is right now if I didn't have compassion toward my wife. If I didn't have, the morals that was instilled in me, how to be a good man to my wife. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
And so those are the things that help me. Help me where we have that good relationship. You know what I'm saying? It ain't perfect, but it's wonderful, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the day that I walk by and say, "Oh, I don't feel like going home because my wife at home."
Yeah, I know that's right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't never felt like that either.
Yeah, man. You don't now I can remember I said I'd never tell you what you're supposed to, but I can say you don't supposed to feel like that. But but hey,
yeah,
I can tell people what to feel, but that's just that's the only thing I would say that I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? But we tend to, man, we live and we learn. You know what I'm saying? And and it's not, we carry a lot of burdens in our lives, man, because like I said, I have so much compassion for people, man. It's like if I see a perfect example, man, again, I was at the store and gentleman said, "Hey man, you got any spare change?" And I could tell he was homeless. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say, "Well, let me see." Oh man, I said, "Yeah, sure." I had it, man. I gave it to him. I mean, it wasn't the point about it, because God, we give as a cheerful gift. We give it from our heart, man. I don't give to try to get something in back. Well, if I give him $5, Lord, you're gonna have to go and give me a little extra now. You know what I mean? Come on now.
Right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it seemed like some of us, when we see things in life, you be like, well, everything going bad for me, but that person over there doing wrong, why is it always they getting their blessings, but I ain't getting none? That ain't a blessing. That's the devil. Because if they're doing wrong, but he also blessed the unjust. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that, but but I know in my eye, you know what I'm saying, I just wonder, because me and Erica at one point was like, man, it's like everything going wrong with us. But we never lost faith. You see what I'm saying? Regardless, it seemed like things like coming from left to right, right to left. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And when he tend to, man, but he always gives us the right answer though, man. You know what I mean? He always gives, and I ain't trying to turn this thing into a total spiritual thing, but it's just the point of God put it on my heart to speak about. You know what I'm saying? And I got to. And I'm being obedient. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But compassion, man, it's I think it's very important, man. I think compassion is very, very important, and we should start sharing more compassion toward others, regardless of how people act, because you can't control a person. Because at the point of you're doing something and you're doing it with a kind heart, with an open heart, you're doing it with, you're giving your kindness. You know what I'm saying? If a person don't receive what you have given to them, man, you done did your part. God has saw what you have done. Because you know what, like they say, job well done. And
right.
that's the way I feel about it. It's like I get more of a joy. I get a joy out of what we're doing right now. Speaking.
Man.
Speaking of, I get a joy out of this. I wouldn't care if it was 1, 2, 3, 20, 100 million. You know what I mean? This is the point this is what God has put in place for us to have something like this, bro. And we can't do this thing without him. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build, man. Because I see people man, these people are so, man, they God-fearing, man. They believe, they trust. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, man, this thing gonna grow to the point where, man, we're gonna blow this thing out the water, man. You know what I'm saying? Because God is in the midst, man. But I just, man, it's just the compassion. I mean, I'm stuck on this compassion, bro, because, man, I just see things, and we can see that Dion, the ladies that's on here right now, man, they could tell you the stuff that goes on, and I was in awe, bro. When I say in awe of how disrespectful people are to our women, to our queens, bro, our sisters, man. How could you do that? Now, I can't say that everybody that was on there was doing the right thing. But you know what the crazy thing about it is when you're talking positive and you're trying to bring the message, or do something positive, they're gonna attack you, bro. They're gonna attack you because that's what the enemy does. He attacks. He's here to kill and destroy, bro. He wants you to fall short of the glory. You know what I mean? So we have to do our part. If one part of us, God say, God have compassion to fellow man. You know what I mean? We have to do that, man.
Yeah, you're right. I agree. 100%,
you know what I'm saying?
Man.
We have to, man. But some of us, man, we want to do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how.
And you know what? Them the ones that you just gotta leave where they at, man. Yeah, everybody be trying to help people and want to go out and reach. Some people ain't meant to be helped. That shit. You do what you do, man. Then you keep on moving.
Yeah, you gotta keep it moving, man. Yeah, but you know what? But then to get out that person's presence, you still pray for that person, bro. Because apparently, say, Lord, I hope that they find out. Lord, I hope that they see what I see, what you put in my heart. Those are the things that we have to put and state and speak that out. Speak it, speak out loud, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't change people. I agree. We can't change people. But what we can do